Tales from the Americas. The 5 Eggs from Ecuador. In the fields near the city there lived 2 poor peasants, named Juan and Juanica. Since they were very poor, they would sometimes go 2 or even 3 days without eating. Once, after they had had nothing to eat for 3 days, Juanita asked her husband, "How long are we going to keep on living if we don't eat?" "Don't worry," he said. "I will go to town today to see if I can manage to find money to buy 5 eggs for us to boil and eat." Immediately he set out for the town. On arrival, he stood on a corner to wait for a passerby from whom he could ask for alms. When he saw a man coming, he said to him, "Listen, my friend, would you be good enough to give me 4 cents to buy an egg?" And the man, who was very charitable, gave him the 4 cents. That happened 5 times, and the peasant was fortunate enough not to have one of the 5 refuse him. When he had enough to buy the 5 eggs, he went and bought them. And then he returned home to tell his wife the good news. When he arrived, he told his wife to boil the eggs at once, for he was so hungry he could eat a burro. When the eggs were all boiled, his wife said to them, "Juan, come eat your 2 eggs. I shall eat 3 because I cooked them." But he immediately said no, that he was the one to have the 3 eggs, and she should only have 2. And he kept on insisting, saying, "3 for me and 2 for you." But his wife was very stubborn, maintaining that she was to have 3 and he 2, and that went on and on. After they had wasted a good deal of time talking, Juanica decided to tell Juan that if he did not give her the 3 eggs to eat, she would die. But he said to her, very indifferently, "All right, that makes no difference to me. Go ahead and die." So she fell to the ground as though dead. Then he began to weep. "Oh, my poor wife, I loved her so! Oh, my poor wife!" And after he had wept until he was tired, he whispered in her ear, "Juanica, don't be so silly. I'll eat 3 and you 2. But she answered, "No, I'm going to eat 3 and you 2, or else you can bury me." So he kept on weeping. After he saw that his wife refused to come to life again, he decided to go and look for his best friends. He had 5 friends, and when he had reached their homes, he told them that he had come to ask them please to bury his wife, who had just died, and he was counting on them, for he did not have a single cent to buy a casket. So his friends said not to worry, and that they would see to that. On his return home, he found her still playing dead. Then Juan burst into tears again. "Oh, Juanica, do not leave me alone, please!" And when no one was looking, he slipped near to where she lay to whisper in her ear, "I am to eat 3, and you 2. But she said no, that she was going to eat the 3 and he the 2. Then he said to her, "Take care, for we are going to bury you." And she replied, "That's nothing. Bury me whenever you like." After waiting a good deal, they put her in the casket to carry her to the cemetery. On the way, Juan kept on crying, "Oh, my poor wife, don't leave me." And he made them stop the funeral procession, supposedly to kiss her, but really to tell her that he was going to eat 3 and she 2. But her reply was always the same. When they reached the cemetery, they bore her to the edge of the grave. Then he went up to her and whispered in her ear, "Look, you are on the edge of your grave, and we are about to put you in it." Then, when she realized that he was telling the truth, she sat up in the casket and said, "All right, then, you can eat all 5 of them." So she got up out of the casket, and they both went home. But once they arrived there, Juanica set the 5 eggs on the table and ate 3.